Alright. With that, we are once again live. Welcome to another stream of Buddah and XioniX playing games poorly. It is 24 hit points.
At least it survived the, fiery part.
So, if you weren't here last time, Buddah set the house on fire, so now he's no longer allowed to give me shit for when I set the house on fire.
Yes, I am. I ran out quickly.
Yeah, he still managed to die, too.
I did.
So, anyways, we need to find a new home.
Whatever you do, just make sure you do it well, including setting the house on fire.
I don't know if we want to try and backtrack or push forward.
I think we want to push forward. There's really nothing behind us, and you already have the backpacky thing, right?
Yeah, I have a backpack and I have the scanner. So
Honestly, worst case scenario, based on what we were saying, I think we should go to here, A13 area. There's water there, and yeah, there's water there, and there's a few caves, sort of. So,
I'm not sure
hopefully
if we can get to it directly or if we need to do a roundabout path. But sounds like a good spot to me.
Yeah, no, I'm still irritated because I know that I found, or according to this, there should be caves where we were around, and I think I hit like all 5 of them and didn't see any of them, so.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. So I wonder if Hyper watched the music video that I posted in Discord.
Who knows? You might have. So it looks like we do have an arch up here, so we should be able to get to the water. And hopefully there's a bunch of trees around it. It should also be near a scan point, so...
Yeah, it's near a scan point. I'm indifferent if there's a bunch of trees, or if there's trees around it, but then again, I still not sure how well we're prepped to make stone buildings or not.
Oh, we're not prepped at all. We're gonna have to start over from scratch.
Well, I just mean because, like, I think you need iron nails, and I don't know how many iron ingots we have. We should still have the smelter. We should still have the anvil.
No, all that got destroyed.
No,
Literally, what we have in our inventories is what we have.
got it. Yeah, no, I thought some of those things wouldn't be destroyed because the floor got destroyed first.
I seem to remember there being stuff on the ground when we quit, but when we loaded in, there was nothing there.
Oh.
So maybe since we didn't pick it up, we lost it. I'm not sure.
Quite possible.
Travel 50 kilometers in the desert. I didn't do it by choice, game.
Oh, you kinda did.
I suppose that's true. A little sad that I can't, saddle up a zebra.
Yeah. That would fix a lot of issues.
Mounts would be kind of cool in this game.
Well, from one of the things I was looking at, apparently there should be mounty type abilities, levels, what have you.
Oh, we
So I
got
don't know if that.
trees.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got a good chunk of trees.
Yeah. You got a cave over there.
Yeah, there it is. Sulfur oxide. Er,
All right. Let's see.
Of course, I guess part or now I think about it, probably should leave cutting trees to you since you have the better axe.
That's all right. So, 15, 20.
Oh, random thing. I don't remember if I told you this. I think I might have. But so I was talking to my brother. He's the guy who introduced me to Wheel of Time,
Yeah.
and I was talking about some of the things that they did on the show that pissed me off, and he was like, "Oh, you're being, too whatever, whatever, yeah, too whatever."
You're being too sensitive.
Uh, because I think the books matter, but apparently not. And
I'm not sensitive. I'm a purist.
I'm definitively a purist. But I was talking to him about that, and he's like, you're being too sensitive, blah, blah, blah. But one of the complaints he had to voice was Loyal wasn't tall enough. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? That's your issue? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the same issue I had when they made the Expand series, and I only watched like 2 episodes. Is the Belters were not, minimum 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
But he's bitching about how the Belters are not Belters. The Ogier Loyal wasn't big enough, and it's like that has to be one of the smallest issues when it comes down to it. No, I just remember the thing that really got me bent was the fact that they decided, well, first off, apparently they decided that to make a true wisdom, you have to torture a girl, which was like, what? Second, uh, second is the fact that they decided to make Egwene, goddamn Tovirian, which
Yeah.
makes no fucking sense. Like, literally, that's stupidity incarnate.
It's not like she has a line in the book where she goes, "Thank God I'm not a fucking Tobiran."
Yeah, I know that such things don't exist. That's straight up, white supremacy or some shit to say that exists. And don't get me wrong, the one thing I would grant is Egwene is probably like 80 to 90% on her way to become a Tobiran. Like the amount of shit that she does by the end of the book, she is quite likely to become something of epic levels of importance. I will grant that wholeheartedly without any issue.
But I don't
But
think
she's not a Tob, huh?
that's not what a Tobiran is, though. It's not. There are important people that aren't Tobiran.
No, they're important people that are in a sense recycled.
Yeah.
And it's one of those questions. Like I don't know. I'm still kind of assuming after how many different cycles, Arthur Hawkwing, Dragon Reborn. I mean, hell, look at Matt. he's at least not part of the the horn of Tovir or the horn of Valir or what have you, but
Yeah.
he is somebody who's like what's the word, coalesced, like become straight up concentrated awesome or luckiness, awesomeness, battle tactic general badass.
Yeah.
He did that. Now, was he was he something that was always created by the wheel, or is he something that just happened to be produced by the wheel, and then all of a sudden the wheel's like, you know what? This is useful. I'm gonna use this guy multiple times. That's kind of how I've been viewing it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So no, I don't care about aluminum now I think about it. But yeah, no, that's more how I view it. So I'm totally fine. Spoilers, I guess, even though it's too late. I'm totally fine with Egwene eventually becoming a Toviran, but she's not a Toviran, and that irritates me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember I watched that first scene and it was the first scene is literally Nynaeve pushing Egwene into the river and I'm like, no, that didn't happen. None of this
What the
happens.
fuck? Well, we're trying to unlock her super special abilities. You
No.
don't know about her super special abilities because you don't know about your super special abilities. You are a wilder. You know, well, yeah, you know you have abilities. That's it. And that's part of the reason why you have to be trained consistently for about 8, 9 books is because they need to break through whatever block you fucking made, which she had to use, healing powders and get angry and stuff like that to be able to touch the source.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, you just push children into to rip. Who thought this up? And I'm not gonna lie, that's actually part of the reason why I now kind of hate Brandon Sanderson. Is he's like, oh yeah, no, I like what they did with the Wheel of Time series thus far. How? Like literally, the book is barely well, the TV show is barely a framework. It is hey, there's things like Tovarians, so let's make Tovarians. No, 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 no. That's not what you do.
Everyone loves Tovirans. Let's make a lot of Tovirans.
Okay, so I made a chunk of stone, made a chunk of aluminum, which it was late because it didn't matter, or took me a second to remember they don't matter.
Aluminum?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need aluminum.
Same with platinum. Got some silica. Actually, no, I think I keep the stone. Make a fire pit. Make a sickle. But yeah, no, not even. It's the same thing. Like I guess I said earlier with the Expanse series. The fact that Naomi's, not like 6'2", I think, because she's supposed to be taller than Holden. But yeah, no, just some of those little differences. And to be fair, and I'm quite sure I said this earlier also, is you know what? Game of Thrones had a couple of episodes that did not follow the book, but it was done fucking well, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So, if you do it well, I'm fine with it. But you start making random changes, and it's like, why? You making this change literally makes no sense. No, it totally makes sense. How? Because that's how we did it. No, no, no. That doesn't make sense.
You don't seem to understand how important our changes are. Instead of having, compelling storytelling, we decided we wanted, high school drama bullshit.
Honestly, I still think back to something. I don't, yeah. So XioniX, I don't think he ever got into or got into this guy, but there's a YouTuber whose channel is called Mauler, and you know what? That guy does some fucking breakdowns of TV show or of movies and TV shows to the point where like I'm not even gonna pretend I'm in the same realm. Like one of the ones that I've enjoyed him, but the one that really got me is he spends something like 10, 20 minutes on the abilities, the importance, and how to use throwaway lines. Straight up, at least 10 minutes, and I'm sitting there going, I don't even know if I could have came up with 2 minutes of why the importance of throwaway lines. And this guy, over 10 minutes easily of why you throwaway lines are not something that just do or disrespect or just throw away. Ultimately, apparently,
Yeah.
they are important storytelling aspects. And I seriously, that this guy fucking makes me slack jawed just based on, hey, so this is this, this is this, this is this, this is issues I have, these are issues I don't, or these are things I enjoy. And I'm just sitting there going, holy fuck, dude, like seriously, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly, but damn. Oh fuck, that means our beds are gone too. Now I think about it.
Yep. You have a torch?
No. I'm actually quite annoyed because it's like a think before you sleep and Mauler. Those two are people that. You mind turning it?
In front of you.
Those are two people that like I love watching, but at the same time, they don't upload frequently enough. Like I'm glad they don't upload daily. There's very few people that do that I enjoy. But at the same time, I wish they would update like more than once a week or two.
Huh.
Hmm.
Our scan point is in the middle of the lake.
That's interesting. Is there an island there, or are we supposed to?
Yeah, it's on top of some rocks. I guess the 3 pillars scan, or 7 pillars scan, or whatever, makes sense. We're probably gonna need ramps to get up to the various spots.
And apparently, I didn't make a longbow before the house got burnt down.
No. And I think we need the machining bench. You want a skinning bench?
Yeah, we probably want a skinning bench just because that'll accelerate us getting furs, which we want for beds. And longbows only require workbench, not skinning bench. Recurve bow requires machining bench.
Oh, I thought it would require a machining bench. Just over here.
Okay, that's still something they need to change about this stupid game. Why do they ask me what carcass I'm skinning? This makes no sense.
The one I just put on the goddamn table.
I don't know what you put on the table though. Yes, you do. It's a zebra. It's a taco? No, a zebra a hippopotamus, a goddamn zebra, a moose. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what's on the goddamn bench. No, no, no. I'll get it eventually. You Tuesday of a game.
Oh, no need to be harsh. Alright. Can start smelting some more iron.
Oh, you didn't make a workbench. Okay.
It's right here. Crafting bench.
Oh, there it is. Oh, need leather. Okay.
Oh, I got leather. I just put it on the table.
Oh, there is two. Well, I'm making two now. Longbows.
Yay!
Destroy previous bow. Equip longbow. But yeah, no, if we're going just straight up with what we pretty much have right now, I can make a shit ton of flint arrows and we can just, go running.
Oh, I'm smelting iron. Do you want to... I guess
I
if
mean,
you want to just make flint.
so I just took out 100 iron ore. I think I have enough sticks and what have you. You mind? I need some sticks. Say 100.
Oh, coal.
Well, we're not gonna be going far. Might as well use it. Still pissed off that I can't. Fucking made my own goddamn sticks.
Got how cold it got in the desert at night.
I figured your armor and shit would be good enough.
Step outside. It's negative 15 C out here, man.
Memories of Iraq.
I say it's colder out here than it is in the goddamn mountains.
So, random story for our Twitch viewers. On my first deployment, I remember the temp. So we broke up the schedule on my first deployment in 12-hour shifts because for the first chunk of my deployments we were FOBITs, FOB bits, which means that you were on the base and never really leaving the fob. And so we were there. And we broke, like I said, we broke it down to 12-hour shifts. So some people were working from noon to midnight, then next time you're working from midnight to noon, blah blah blah. And there were times that you're at noon and the temperature's up to like 120, 30 degrees and you're sweating your balls off. And then it's midnight, in which case you're freezing your balls off, in which case I was literally wearing a beanie, a cold weather gear, because it went from 120 degrees, which is fucking hot, to 90 degrees. And when you go from, you have that, or a 30 degrees difference, yeah, you're gonna be feeling some fucking coldness. course, I also think about this guy. It was on my second deployment. Guy was a straight up pothead. And he was smoking a fucking blunt in the fucking Humvee. I remember his name. I think you know his name, but I'm not gonna say it because I like the guy too much.
Yeah.
Of course, the thing that was, and this is one of those, reality is stranger than fiction. Is this guy's sergeant, for squad leader, what have you, was a DEA agent in real life. So this guy and the guy who was driving, he's one of a chunk of people, and yeah, no, like all of them were smoking drugs or cooking meth or whatnot, and he was sitting there like, you know what? When I started this deployment and I started learning about these people, I was terrified because I don't want a bunch of fucking drug addicts, trying to take care of me. And he's like, you know what? Actually, they're great soldier. I'm actually a little sad that I might have to arrest them when I get back stateside. Good times, good times. No, I think I told you this before, but it's one of those like my life. I think my life isn't even that um, amazing or extraordinary or anything like that. But when I think about it, my life is fucking strange. Hell, there's this one guy who's a bisexual biker who despises the shit out of me, and we agree politically. And yeah, no, he doesn't like me, and I kind of understand why he doesn't like me, but he just straight up doesn't like me. And just telling the story about, well, you don't care. Telling the story about Anthony's is, I don't think people would actually believe that story. It's right up there with so there's this one chick. She's well, she claimed to have been, because well, to be fair, she might have not been lying, but it kind of feels like she was lying. This was before Trump got elected the first time. And she stood up during this one thing I went to, and she's like, for all you people who like Trump, just so that you know, it's part of the fuck, what's the proper word? Starts with the C. Fuck.
Nope, nope, this is bad.
Not Congress. God damn it. What's the proper term? It's the one of the founding documents. I'm totally drawing a blank on it now.
Constitution?
Constitution. It's part of the Constitution that uh the that it's part of the Constitution that um when it comes to electing the president, it's not about uh the popular vote. It's about the Senate, the God damn it, what's the right term?
The Electoral College?
Yeah, it's the electoral college. And obviously, hindsight 2020, Trump actually won the electoral college. He lost the popular vote. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one of those things where it's like, how many people are going to believe that I ran into some feminist so and so who was arguing that, hey, it's all about the electoral college, so fuck the popular vote.
She was so convinced that Trump would win the popular vote but lose the
Yeah.
electoral college.
And then obviously, hindsight 2020 and all that jazz. Trump won won the electoral college but lost the popular vote. So then all of a sudden, the popular vote is one of those sacrosanct aspects, and it's like, wait, what? I have to admit that one thing. Oh fuck berries.
There might be critters running around.
There probably are. I need some more sticks, and none are stored.
Okay. Station activated.
Like, I think it tried to trigger some wolves or something,
Well,
but
you're on an
the
island,
wolves
so
can't get to me since I'm on an island.
I mean, I
So
guess they might have assumed.
Next steps marked on your map.
maybe they expect me to do a less than rickety. This is another one. XioniX is OSHA approved.
Another thing, college memory. I apparently was the only person who had an issue with OSHA. Why do you have an issue with OSHA? They're to protect people. Yeah. But when I was working at Walmart and they were giving me the initial, okay, walk through, things to know and whatnot, it's like, okay, because of OSHA, we just need to tell you, if you see a liquid on the floor and you don't know what it is, don't lick it. What? I mean, as soon as you hear that, I'm like, fuck OSHA. Seriously. If I have to be told, don't lick random liquids on floor, I got some angst. Seriously? I have to be told this? Well, not I, but other people have to be told this? If people want to lick things that are on the floor, I say let them. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, I feel like this is just natural selection taking its course, you know?
But apparently there's enough NPCs out there that they just don't know. If there's something on the floor and their first instinct is like, God, I gotta lick that shit. It's like, no, don't.
I have
But I
this
have to.
uncontrollable urge to lick what's on the floor.
Please allow me to lick what's on the floor? No. You lick on the floor, no. But I really want to lick what's on the floor. I, 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 I don't know what to do at this point. No. Why didn't you tell your employee to not lick what's on the floor? We did. They claim you didn't. What, do you want me to, actually show documentation of we told said person to not lick floor and they still lick floor? No.
That's why you have to sign the paperwork at the end of the training session that says you attended the training.
Nah, I understand that I'm not meant to lick floor. If you don't mind coming into house and making like 100 wood or sticks again,
Oh, yeah.
so
no
I
problem.
can make beds. Berries. Yeah, no, I don't agree with the protection of stupid people.
Oh,
I am actually quite anti-protection of stupid people.
there you go. Cut down a tree.
Really?
Be
There's a shit
daytime.
ton of wood in there. Yeah, it's daytime now.
I mean, if we're gonna play it fast and loose, we could just go.
Yeah, I was just gonna make a bed for, but there's, I we you should have 54 flint arrows on the working or the workbench. However many stone arrows. Yeah, no, as soon as you pick up your arrows, I was just gonna make a bed so we can sleep through the night, which now it's end of night.
No.
No, I'm good to go to the other two scanning areas since you hit what appears to be the worst one.
Yeah,
I mean, we should probably still make beds just so we have spawn points. But
yeah, that
outside
wouldn't
of
be
that, yeah,
horrible.
no.
And having a base we can come back to isn't a bad idea in case something goes
Sideways, the next
sideways,
one was
yeah.
away. Where'd you put your sticks?
Right there.
Boop. You know, there is this one guy I used to watch. His YouTube channel was Armored Skeptic. Actually, a pretty decent channel. I did enjoy his work.
Mm-hmm.
But for some weird reason, he decided that he needed to shit on um Deadpool, and it's like a guy or a movie meant for like 16-year-olds, and it's like I don't know. I still think it's a pretty badass movie personally.
Yeah.
Well, the humor's just lowbrow. That's kind of like the feminist, humor cannot, are there's humor that exists that doesn't attack people. Kind of true, but by and large, no.
Alright, well, I got the next part marked in red.
Bow. There we go. Well, yeah, no, I love Deadpool. It's simple, silly, and that's actually popping back a little bit. That's part of the reason why I like whatever his name is, the Garfield Spider-Man, is he seems to be the most smart ass of the Spider-Mans, and ultimately Deadpool is smart or is Spider-Man, i.e. a smart ass and what have you, quick lipped and all that shit,
Yeah.
who just happens to kill everything. Like the difference between Spider-Man and Deadpool isn't one of those friendly neighborhood people. He's straight up a mass murderer,
Yeah.
and that's fucking Deadpool. I do wish that they did better with Deadpool too. It was still a good movie, but it did not
It didn't
surpass
recapture the
Deadpool one.
magic of the original.
Yeah,
It's
and
a lot
now that
like
it's bought
Boondock
by
Saints
Disney,
too.
huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish yeah, Boondock Saints is another one of those where if only, like they could have and should have done so much better, but they didn't, which is depressing.
Hmm. Huh? Not that rock.
You know, if we were gonna go back, we probably should have kept our beard and made us look like Jesus. Yeah, well, maybe we could do something else. Like what? I don't know. Maybe we could dye our hair. Like what? I don't know. Blonde.
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 Yeah, you gotta stop that quote right
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say Monday blonde. No, no, Monday blonde. Uh,
Alright, we
I
are
mean,
gonna get
I'm
attacked
glad
on
that.
this one.
This is the zone.
Huh? Oh
We are
yeah,
getting attacked
probably.
on this one. We are
I mean, I'm glad
100%.
that they brought back Rocco, but ultimately, yeah, no,
Okay.
they could
Station
have done better with too. And I have to admit, I'm actually now, well, yeah, after. Is that a fucking bear?
An elephant.
No, that's an elephant. Okay.
Elephants fight like bears, though.
Well, if he's not gonna attack, I don't fucking care.
He might once we get to 75%.
Looks like the party started. Stay sharp.
Yeah,
Yep, we
elephant's
got
attacking.
one that is pissed. Are you able to crit this?
Yeah.
You lost power. You'll need it. That's it. Systems online.
And skin it. Oh,
Keep
fuck
moving.
those.
Next steps marked on your map.
Oh, you
And
marked it too.
north. We both marked it.
Yeah. No, and I have to admit, I still think I enjoy like 50% of Boondock Saints 2. I mean, the whole, dyeing the hair, cutting the hair, the meeting up with, I don't remember the guy's name, but he's supposed to be Hispanic, on the
Romeo.
boat.
Shut up! Romeo's crying!
Romeo's crying! Fuck you guys! I honestly, I think one of my biggest issues was the female FBI agent, and not for any other reason because of how, but just because how she talked, like she, her pronunciations, and I just remember that one thing. It's pretty early. I'm so smart that I make smart people look
Friday.
Friday, and the way she pronounces it, just like. I'm sorry. I feel like laughing at you. That's straight up there with what's his name, Adam Driver or whatever. The guy who played Kylo Ren on the Disney sequel trilogy.
Mm.
Like, I mean, I know we've said it on stream before, but I'll say it again. I was sitting there. We don't do any like investigation, as it were, to try to figure out what's going on, and so I remember I kind of looked at you, or leaned towards you on episode what 7, 8,
7?
9. So yeah, episode 7, and it's like, huh, I kind of wonder what he looks like. Then he takes off the mask. It's like, you're adorable. Put the mask back on. Like, I'm sorry, Adam Driver is not intimidating. He's a pouty nerd. That is what Adam Driver is. And you learn later. Oh well, I learned later. He's apparently or he's a marine or vet and what have you. And it's still, I'm sitting there going, no, you're not intimidating. I mean, all respect to you, get your job, get your money, and all that jazz. But seriously, this guy, especially when, and that's actually additionally apparently a Ruin Johnson. Ruin is a perfect name for the guy. He's like, you know what? You're too good to be wearing a mask all the time. It's like, no, no, he's not. Keep his mask on. Like his mask should have been removed on episode 9. Cause anything earlier than that, it's just like, oh, you're adorable. You're an angry boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I mean, that might just be me, but
Good.
yeah, no, I
Still
saw the
leading the
bitch
station.
and I was just like, no,
It's active.
no, 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 no. You, I am the dark side of the force. You were bullied on the playground, weren't you?
That's why he joined the Marines.
I wouldn't go that far, but either way, Adam Driver is not. I mean, I think he did a fair enough job voice wise. They should have kept his goddamn helmet on. Like he had no chance of straight up fear factor.
There's a problem. Start the unit back up, or this is going nowhere.
reactivating.
Yep.
Good. We're reading the station.
Here's.
It's active.
Nice. About as clean as that could have gone.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean that was all you.
Finished.
So you know,
We're clear.
double plus for your end.
Very good. I'd say we're finished here.
I'd say we're finished here too.
Breathing.
Hmm?
That's a win.
Go home. There
I'm
seems
putting
a-
a waypoint on my dropship.
Hmm?
I am putting a waypoint on my dropship.
Yeah, I have mine on mine. But yeah, no, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
we
not,
did this quick enough. Either we, like I said, either we have Lost Ark, continue playing that. But I don't know how interested you are.
I don't mind trying out some Lost Ark. I just don't want to stream Lost Ark.
See, this is one of those things that me and you have a discrepancy on. It's like if you're gonna game, you might as well stream it. Don't get me wrong. I guess people enjoy the more, you know, vocal, active streamers, but the ones that just sit there and like, I'm sitting here and my right butt cheek itches, and I kind of like the Expanse series books, and you should listen to, um, uh. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because the guy who wrote it actually was the voice actor for the book too. Like, eh, I'm not behind the whole, and this is part of the reason why I have issues with um um the Twitch aspect where it's like, if you have something to say, fine, but thus far I'm sitting there, it's like unless somebody is actually sitting there going, hey, you have that one guy, well, not one guy, but one of the streamers you were watching, some person, kid thing, went, hey, I have to write essay about, I don't know what body part I would eat or something like that,
Mm.
and then the entire conversation on the stream or on or the streaming end was like, oh yeah, I know, I would eat or I would do this with the brains, I would do this with the liver or whatnot, and the actual streamer's like, what am I streaming Hannibal Lecter right now? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but things like that can happen if you have an active chat.
But
Um,
like I was saying, is as far as I can tell, the more you stream, the better. And I think you should stream more. And once I finally move, I think I'm going to make a channel and stream. And like you were saying a little earlier, you followed or you went to some people's channels, you were interactive, and then they decided to give you a follow type spiel.
yeah.
That's good marketing, and that's a very good decision. But at the same time, I'm still of the opinion for this aspect, the more you stream, the better. Sitting there going, I mean, you should explain kind of what you're doing or what you're thinking about doing. But at the same time, like, let's pretend you're going from, I'm forgetting their names on Final Fantasy VI, but let's pretend you're going from city A to city B and you're walking, and that's going to be a drudge. That's going to be a long walk. You don't have to say anything while you're doing that, and you don't have to say anything while you're in combat. I'm using Gao and I'm using the Rudra Rage,
Mm.
so that he does or hopefully does the White Wind that is in a sense cured too. And then outside of that, I'm just beating the shit out of everything I'm running into. This doesn't have to be, explained.
And it's not so much that, honestly, streaming Final Fantasy 6T edition probably wouldn't have been a horrible idea.
It, and
The
what I'm
reason why I'm
trying to
reluctant to stream Arc is because there's so many Arc streamers. The only people that are going to watch us are going to be people who are already followers. And I don't know if our
but
follower base likes Arc.
well, we got Ray at least, and there's Tenchi, Ashura Tenchi, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
But it's not that there's already stream or arc streamers. It's the fact that the more you stream, the more time you have for people to go, well, I want to take a look. And I think that's actually still one of the benefits or for the smaller streamers, i.e. us, is the fact that we're more likely to interact. Where once you're big, there's gonna be a lot of people, hey, I'm curious why you like caramel or what have you, or what do you
Hmm.
carry in your purse? Oh, I carry hot sauce. Fucking, for those of you who know what that reference is,
And that's true, but no one's going to scroll down to us.
it's unlikely people will scroll down to us, yes, but at the same time, the more we play or the more we stream, the more people will pay attention. The more we the more we stream, the more chances we have for people to view us. And I still think that's the the first or second most important aspect of streaming is you have to stream. Second is going to be the kind of marketing aspect. So I would argue, if we're going to do it, let's play Arc and let's stream Arc. Yes, there's not going to be many people who are going to, small streamers or what have you. But still, we're gaming. We might as well stream us gaming.
Alright, fine. You'll shut up about it. We can stream Arc.
No, I mean, to be fair, going up to space now. I've been saying the same thing about some of the other games too. I mean, if you want to do prep work, that's one thing, but anytime you game, you might as well stream the guy or your gaming, because the more you stream, the more chances people will watch you. Blah blah blah. The only thing
I don't
that I
think
can think
anyone's
of,
going to watch us play Lost Ark, dude.
well, it's not even Lost Ark. I'm thinking back to like a Final Fantasy VI TA. I don't know what the rule is when it comes to using, ROM hacks and emulators.
No, they're
But
fine.
if you're gonna be playing that, why not stream it? That's more my perspective.
Because I don't want to be on all the time. I'm playing it for fun.
And you
You
can
know?
play it for fun. You don't have to say anything. Stream.
No one's
You're
going to
the one who
stick around if
understands.
I'm not saying anything.
If they go, hey, what are you doing? Then you respond. But if you're sitting there playing, you don't have to be sitting there talking. I mean,
This
hell,
from the
look
guy
at
who
the.
doesn't watch Twitch.
I don't. And at the same time, we're streaming, Icarus, where it's like, okay, we're streaming Icarus. We're spending less than half of the time talking.
We talk most of the time.
We talk a chunk of the time. But yeah, no, there's plenty of time where there's just straight up dead ass silence. And I mean, maybe that's part of our issue why we're not getting more, followers and what have you, but
Yeah, the thing is lurkers are more prevalent than I think you're giving them credit. Lurkers come in, they don't say
no.
anything.
I have no issue. I'm completely confident with the whole lurker aspect. You're the one who's saying, well, if I'm playing but I'm not talking, I might as well not play. It's like, why? If you're playing, you're trying to monetize your gaming habit. You might as well stream your gaming habit and try to collect more viewers. You collect more viewers, they will interact with you more. If they interact with you more, then you can converse more. You don't have to sit there and talk all the time, but at the same time, It's like I think you were the one who's telling me, or maybe it was I was watching somebody else. It's like it's a flow of consciousness at a certain point where you're sitting there, you have a thought, you have an idea, then you say it. But at the same time, when it comes to certain video or certain games like Final Fantasy VI, you don't exactly have to have a stream of consciousness. You're not sitting there going, "I'm going to do fire dance. I'm gonna cast, I'm going to use runic and what have you." You just play. So that's kind of where I'm sitting there, where it's like, you know what? If you want to play a game like Lost Ark, like Final Fantasy, like Icarus, and you're doing this solo, then yeah, you know what? You don't have to actually say much. You just have to be active. And if you have a thought, then you're sitting there, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to be casting, you know, flare or what have you at this point because I think maybe it will be more effective. Or because, and that's actually another thing, especially with Final Fantasy VI TA edition, ROM hack edition, is you know what? I wonder if this enemy is weak to death spell. So I'm gonna cast death real quick on that enemy that should have been dropping the XP egg but doesn't anymore. And you cast it, it's like, oh fuck, that worked, but I still died. So I'm gonna now load up again, and I'm gonna go take on these two enemies again. And I now know that the back chick of this particular enemy box mimic thing is weak to the death spell, and then I just have to take on the first chick, who is, God, that chick is immune to all magic and what have you.
Yep, that's just a beatdown fight.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do you. And once I move away from where I'm at, because I'm limited to what was it, 1 or 2 terabytes. So if I stream all the time, I'm gonna be running out of time, including the fact that I still download stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like literally limited on my whole streaming aspect. But yeah, no, given reality, I would stream pretty much every time I game. Whether I have somebody to talk to or not is irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but is on low end. All you really need to do is like, you know what? Let's take Lost Ark. So I have what is it called? Life abilities, life whatever, and my ability to mine, chop down wood, find or excavate fish and all that jazz. There are life arts, life activities, or what have you.
Yeah.
There's, I would say, you know what? Based on my levels, I'm gonna focus on fishing because I'm lower on fishing levels. But I don't have to say anything more than that. Now, yet again, this is on your end. Those who are more active, they probably have more followers and what have you. But the more time you play, the more you have the abilities for people to go, hey, he's playing a game I enjoy. He's playing a game horribly or well, and I find this interesting. And if I sit there and go, hey, why are you fishing? And you go, hey, man, I'm fishing because I'm low on fishing levels and I need to work up the fishing level. So, more time equals more ability to interact as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's been long-winded. Um, so we starting up a new map or are we going to Lost Ark?
Well, I mean, I'd rather keep playing this, but you seem like you really want to play Lost Ark.
No, let's play this then.
Okay.
I mean, I do want to play Lost Ark, but it's your channel, so we have to respect the channel.
No, this is our channel.
It's your channel. I am part of your channel. And the reason why I say, well, I guess it is our channel, but the only reason it's our channel is it seems like you don't stream solo, which you should be doing, but to each their own.
Nah, we can switch over to Ark. If we go too long without me playing it, I'm not going to want to play it. So let's go ahead and switch.
Fine.
We're going to go ahead and cut stream here
So
for...
apparently I brow bashed.
You've been
XioniX
trying
to
to.
play
You've
Ark.
been brow bashing me to play Ark for
No,
2
I
weeks
haven't,
now.
because I've been playing Ark myself, and I've enjoyed. So,
All right, we're gonna be cutting stream here for a second, then we'll be back with Lost Ark. Hopefully, we'll see you then.